In a regular season of Big Brother, we wouldn't have had the 30-second countdown. Hello, everyone. I'm Allison. Welcome to my weekly meltdowns coverage of Big Brother 26 Week 7 recap eviction. With me tonight is Aaron and Dominic and Tyler. And yep. Spoiler, Joseph's gone.
The curse of Ainsley is done.
Ainsley's done.
True.
Pre-jury is done.
Pre-jury
AI Arena is done.
AI Arena's done.
A lot of things are done.
A lot of things are done. Also, I just want to give a shout out to the producers and whoever. I know it took a lot out of you and a lot of brainstorming to come up with this big change announcement this evening to change the game back to just 2 nominees and no AI Arena. I was telling these two to be a fly on the wall, that brainstorm, that huddle. I mean, come on. That's the big announcement.
I was hoping for double eviction at the very least. Like, I don't know why, but like this season, I'm like biting at the bit for a double eviction. I really thought like they were going to like end AI Arena. And then Julie says, all right, coming up next week, we're going to do a double eviction next Thursday. I would love for that to kick off jury. Like, this would have been the perfect time for it. I was disappointed.
They hyped this as if it was that just ending the AI Arena. That was not something to hype up for a week. It had to be ending the AI Arena and then something else.
Well, building up to nothing is just another day that ends in Y for the Big Brother. Listen, here's hello to everyone in the chat. Hold on real quick. Joseph Boza, Thomas McGee, Allison Wonderland, Samuel S., Heather Jean, Lori M., Benita 52, B Bean, everybody, we see you in the chat. Thank you so much for Angela needs to stop her crying bit. Benita, I agree. Also, I just want to point out there's hardly any tears when she cries. It's like half of one comes out, and I think that's just from the pushing. And we've decided this is the Angela face that we get every week. I mean, that's what it is. That's what I look like when I'm constipated.
I said this during the watch along that when Rubina was explaining what the AI Arena was, you could just see the wheels spinning. That Angela, she just blindsided herself. So she was just trying. How do I spin? How do I take what Rubina is saying and make it about me? How do I take her moment, her victory, and make it about me?
Yeah,
I love it. I love that. Like, she goes in the diary room to vote. She says, "I'm sorry, I don't have the votes to keep you, Kimo," and then Kimo ends up like staying. Like, it's just so like comedy gold. Like, I love it so much.
Tyler,
I'm not sick of it.
You don't realize she's not on jury, right? He's not on jury,
right?
Tyler, is Angela gonna own up to this vote, or is she gonna pretend that she voted out Joseph?
I don't know. I feel like her reaction to like the vote is too
that would have been
obvious.
very obvious. Yeah, very obvious. Oh,
like
oops.
Angela, like she can't contain herself. Like
no.
I think you can read like exactly like where she voted like as soon as that happened. So I don't know. We'll see what happens for Angela next. But man, what a close vote tonight. Like,
very close.
Bravo. Like, this was an amazing episode. Like, really happy with it. It was so dramatic. Like, I loved the tears. I loved like the desperation from Kimo. I loved how like frazzled Joseph looked like when he was like waiting to like start his interview with Julie. Like, he just like his head was like spinning. And like the very end of the episode, like Quinn is just like breaking down crying. When like at the very beginning of the episode, he's saying in the diary room, if Joseph goes and he's in the jury, he will respect my game. Like he's thinking in such like robot mode, and then like once it all crashes and burns, like it's just man, I don't know. So many thoughts.
My
I'm
brain,
rambling, but...
like my little hamster wheel brain is just thinking, Julie, we're going to have an extended interview with Joseph. Why? What do we to talk about?
She really dug into him.
I wouldn't know what to tell you. Yeah.
I mean, pretty much, she nailed everything. You threw comps on whatever. You're not whatever. You're not Dr. Will, whatever. Bless his heart. He is delusional. As Thomas McGee said to the very end, he thinks he got voted out because he was a mastermind. Of what?
Yeah.
Of what?
Aaron, I want to hear your thoughts.
My big nitpick was that the fact they had Mackenzie vote first. They should have switched Chelsie and Mackenzie, because Mackenzie was definitely the swing vote. Because it took her a long time to even vote out. Joseph.
She was
I know
very
Mackenzie
frazzled.
was the deciding vote for this, because she had wanted to break up that Kimo, T-Core, Rubina trio, and her and Chelsie were going back and forth this entire week. You know, at first MJ convinced Chelsie to evict. Well, they were really talking between Rubina and Joseph, like keeping Rubina, voting Rubina out. But as soon as Rubina won the AI thing, I don't know if they really talked about the Kimo versus Joseph thing, but I guess the same logic applied. But I guess they were able to keep Kimo over. Chelsie got her way, basically, and Mackenzie went along with Chelsie here. So the girls' alliance thing could be something that develops, which, you know what? I mean, we've been long due for one.
Yeah.
And this is the
Look
best
at
way
this
for it to
smile I
organize.
have right
I mean, the
now.
guys are taking out themselves. They don't
Yeah.
even have to do anything. So it's just like, I cannot state enough how frustrating I find Quinn and Joseph for different reasons. I think for Joseph, this is probably the perfect ending we could have had with Joseph. If he didn't win HOH, I think going out right before jury, right after Tucker, never won anything.
Yeah.
You know, he did that
We're
Dr. Will
opposites.
thing. And just socially so bad and so out of the loop that he doesn't realize he's in as much danger as he is. And then Quinn, who has won a lot and has is socially, I'm sure he's socially fine, but his strategic blunders screw him over and like end up making everybody mad at him. And it was like you had the game in your hands. Tucker was out. You took over.
Yeah.
This was your chance to make your mark. And for the second HOH, he screwed it up again. Like I thought the Cedric HOH that he got rid of Cedric was bad. This was worse. It was entirely preventable, and Quinn put himself in a corner for no reason. And if you're gonna put up Rubina and Kimo, I know you like T-Core, but just put her up anyway to get what you have to be able to live with any, especially in the AI arena. The way to play it is just put people up you want to go home. If there's somebody you don't want to go home, don't put them up, because we've seen week after week, the right person wins the AI arena. You're fucked. You're screwed.
Yeah.
Quinn. So Quinn's screwed this week. I'm gonna say I don't think Quinn is making it.
Quinn not only destroyed his own HOH, he destroyed his deep fake HOH. Everything he touches turns to a turd. And just amazing to me, and I'm here for it. I'm sorry, I don't know why. I'm just living for it. I told these two during the show, if I pulled the
Oh
no.
No, you're back. You're back. You're back, Allison.
Okay.
I don't know if the last thing you heard. If I told these two before, if I'd pulled the crap that Leah did to Quinn and Joseph, I would have been a leper. I would have been ostracized. It would have been a no bloodbath, smear Allison campaign. It would have been terrible. I would have been in the fetal position talking to Julie. It's just terrible. But she gets away because she's young, she's cute, she's like, but she did a ballsy move. She did what she wanted to do, and I have to admire that to an extent, because years, it is too long it has gone on that people are playing the game to be safe in this, and she didn't. And I love that about her. And it's not her fault that these guys do they not know what a friend zone is?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you are friend zoned big time, buddy. I mean, there is no way around it. You are friend. Yeah, I mean, I can't. It just. Also,
Yeah, no,
No,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, I was just gonna say we were also talking about the Mackenzie and Cam.
Mm-hmm.
That was awkward.
And I did ask Allison a question because I was like, it's not like they were making out in the room. She just was like scratching his head, and I just find it. I found it funny that Chelsie was like. I mean, and I know when you like somebody and somebody else does what you want to do to that person. Yeah.
I'm sorry. And he comes and lays his head there, and she's rubbing it. I'm telling you from a psycho girl's perspective, and I'm deep in the psycho. Oh, hell no. I'm leaving the room. Somebody's coming with, we're going to trauma bond over that. We're going to plan a demise, world domination.
Well, and it's not even like they're like snuggling, just the two of them off somewhere. Like they're doing it in like a room like full of people. Like,
oh my
it's
God,
like the public display of affection. To me, that's so like just like the different shots of all the house guests being like, what's going on here? And then it comes to like Chelsie with like the knife sound being like, like I'm like, oh God.
What, you would have seen my reenactment during the show when they were showing that? This was me, literally me. Just anybody, anyone?
Yeah, and Allison, what was the question you would have asked?
Oh yeah, the
that situation.
Oh yeah, as soon as that shit started, I would have turned around and been like, "Hey guys, I don't know. I'm just thinking, going down. I wonder what Matt's doing right now. You think he's on Instagram making his reels about heartbreak?
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Yikes!
He's sitting there lip syncing Adele's "Say Hello to my what is that song? To my love, to your new love."
Sure, we'll go with that. But Allison, I do agree with you that like I think Leah played very well this week.
Hold on one second. We do believe in PDA. We do. It's fine. I'm fine with you.
I find it funny in a house that's been so like publicly anti-showmance. Yes. They shut that Matt and Mackenzie stuff down. They shut that Tucker and Rivera stuff down. The second that was revealed that Tucker stupidly self-reported, they said, "Oh hell no." So the gall of Cam and Mackenzie to like openly do this and not think that they're gonna get in trouble down the road. I just,
it's funny because
crazy.
I know, Aaron, you had said something about, it may not be anything. They could just, they're just really close. And I just wanted to say, but I was to say for that, if I had done that to Tyler in the Big Brother house, he would think I was wafting a fart. He would not come lay his head right there and let me play. Tyler and I have slept in the same bed. I don't know how many times, and we both have a barrier. Like he has a pillow, and we both put our own respective pillow barriers.
I did set like a literal
between us.
Wall between us.
No
yeah.
way. I would hate to be the woman responsible for turning Tyler straight.
It ain't gonna happen.
It's not. No, no. It's just funny.
Allison, do we want to talk about how Rivera's advantage in the comp tonight was her height?
Tyler, shout out to all the short girls.
I knew you were going to bring that up. No, I do want to give Rivera props here. Like she crushed that competition. She did really great. Like she was very like quick and nimble, and like I always think of the Big Brother Canada 5 like double eviction veto when I see like this like the
yeah, I forgot about
this
that.
This is the one that Jackie wins that like starts like that whole series of events. But no, I loved like the comp. Like I thought Rivera did great, and now with Rivera winning a competition and Joseph going home, now everybody left in the game has now won a competition this season. So I think that's great for like the equity of comps. Like this season, it's going really well. I have to say, I'm very happy with this season so far. Like, can we all agree this is like one of the best like modern Big Brother seasons like we've ever had?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, are we
wow,
ready to
yeah.
say that?
Yeah.
Are we ready to say
I've
that
been
yet?
enjoying it.
Yeah, because it reminds me very much of old school, early Big Brother, when you didn't have. See, a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people go into the Big Brother and they are thinking about social media and their image and followers on Insta or whatever. I don't want to ruffle the fans or anything. You didn't get that back in the day. People came in, they played, they took chances, they weren't thinking about that. And it's like I said, I don't like, I don't get it why Leah used, I don't care about the jury vote scenario explanation. I don't get why Leah did it. I don't think Angela would have gone anyway. I don't know if she would have been able to untangle herself. She probably would have tried or claimed her thing was broken. I don't fucking know. But it just.
Oh, I think she froze again. Oh no!
I am serious. I'm telling you right now. Y'all about to listen to me on a live phone call with C Spire with this fiber optic internet. My ass. Seriously. I even said something during the AI arena. I go, I hope this isn't a fiber optic C Spire wire.
Oh my god, that was classic. And Allison, your thumbnail when you were like frozen there was like iconic. Like somebody needs to like, screenshot that.
That's what I'm here for.
And yeah, and Stefan says we got a 4-3 vote too. Like that cannot be understated enough. Like how like razor thin like this margin was for the vote tonight. Like it was, I truly had no idea who was going. And then like when MJ like takes like forever like voting for Joseph, and then like Angela going in there saying, I'm sorry, I don't have the votes to keep you, Kimo. Like I was so confused. Like I had like no idea like how this was going to shake out. So I don't know. It was really a very exciting episode, a very emotional episode. Since the AI arena is like now finished, like I can safely say like this is like one of the best twists like Big Brother has ever made. Like it's really led for really unique like eviction nights. I feel like we always go into tonight with like a lot of uncertainty, and there's a lot of entertainment in that. The segments of like them campaigning last second have gotten better. Like, yeah, this first few weeks were like a stumble, of course, but after that, like it got going, and it was really fun to see like everybody go in that room and then like kind of like huddle as like a group without the nominees, like who's gonna go home. Like that's really fun to watch going live. And
did you like seeing Joseph follow them in?
Shout out to
Joseph. I know.
Just following like it's any other week, eviction week, and he's not nominated. He's got maybe they won't notice.
There could be something to be said for, okay, they're deciding my fate in that room. I'm not just going to wait out here. I'm going to go in there and say what I have to say to them.
That's what I was kind of thinking, that maybe that's what he was doing. You know, I mean, to be real, I would probably do the same thing. I probably would have taken the headband off first, just because this is a serious moment. Just take it off. But it was just funny. He just walked in though, like he normally does. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Go. Yes, Quinn crying. You know what makes me sad, Quinn? Your pube stash, because that really needs to go. But anyway, because it's getting worse. Anyway, that he was lip trembling, crying. Did you notice? He was like, I was like, dude, it's allowed to crack.
This is what happens when you make the same mistake.
Jeez.
It's crazy. I hope this wakes Quinn up, honestly. I really do. I'm enjoying the chaos he's doing, but also like I want him to stand up. I just want him
Okay, I have an interesting question. Is Quinn more of a losing finalist than Angela is at this point?
Yes. Especially when you have T-Core vowing that if she, Kimo, and Rubina make it through this week, that she will tarnish his game and make sure that he does not win.
Yeah.
But if he does finally wake up Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
How the volume of his screaming in the diary room, is it going to go up or is it going to go down?
I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that. Also, I actually do think now that we know that Tikor is a very vindictive player, I think it also could depend on the way that if Tikor is on the jury, how Tikor is eliminated. Because if somebody else takes Tikor out and Quinn was not involved in that, that could open the door for Quinn to have a chance again, because she would tarnish whoever took her out in the jury. So Quinn, as long as you don't do that, don't F that up, then you're fine.
Well, we've heard that in the past where someone says, if I go to jury, I'm gonna decide how the jury votes. And a lot of times they don't even listen to that person.
I'm going to poison that jury, y'all.
Yeah,
I'm going to poison that
the jury against you.
I feel like Tikor is actually really influential, though.
Yeah, she has a better chance than some people. But a lot of times you see them in the jury segments. They're like, okay, here's what's happening. You're like, oh, shut up. We're not in the house anymore. We don't.
That's true. That's true.
All right, we have two questions. I'm going to start with Thomas McGee because I feel like the Thomas C one is more for like looking ahead. So Thomas McGee asks, why did Chelsie not want to split up Kimo and Tikor? That seemed like the obvious move. So from my perspective, I think that Chelsie just saw Joseph as somebody that was like on to her game. Like had like sniffed her out as like low-key being like the best player. I don't think it was a Kimo thing. I think she just wanted Joseph out because he sees her as a threat specifically. He literally told her that. We saw that tonight.
Chelsea's been laser focused on Joseph for a while now. So the second that Quinn decided to put Joseph up, she was like, great, I got what I wanted. I got the veto used on Angela. They put up Joseph. All right, let's take him out. I don't think it really would have mattered who was standing next to Joseph. Chelsie would have still voted out Joseph.
Yeah. And then Thomas C says, who do you guys want to win HOH?
Angela.
Ooh. Yeah, actually.
That would be
that
would
be actually, because I'm thinking like because I know if it's a Tikor or a Kimo, they're just gonna ham and haw. Rabina is the one that actually does stuff. So if Rabina won the HOH, I feel like Rabina would be more decisive.
Leah might shock us all.
Leah HOH would be very interesting.
Yeah, I would love to see that. I don't think that she wants
she
that,
actually
though.
put up Quinn. Well, actually, I don't know if she can afford to put up Quinn now because she lost Joseph. So she needs that army of simps. So
yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Like Allison said earlier, like she made a bold move with this veto, but she was smart enough to know that like she needed to get back in their good graces. Like she didn't just make the bold move and then just said like, see ya. Like Quinn has done like so many times this season. She realized like there is still like follow up that needs to be done after this. So if I were Leah, I would be thinking like, I do not want to win HOH. Like I just put myself in the spotlight for the first time. I need to like let it like cook and simmer first before I make like any more decisions, especially because I feel like Quinn is such an obvious target for the entire house next week, and it wouldn't be in Leah's best interest to put up or target Quinn. So I think she should throw it.
Hey, this has been going on. I just want to address this real quick, Joseph, because I've heard this a lot. Joseph says, was it a bold was it a bold production Monday afternoon? Leah was holding court and said, and I quote, DR told me I should save Angela. Bam, feeds down for 10 minutes. It doesn't shock me.
Actually, you know what? That makes me I mean, obviously, losing Tucker and Angela back to back probably Big Brother probably didn't want that because they lost their cash cow in Tucker. So I could see if they did do something, why they would want to do it on this, have Angela on the jury. And then if Angela goes, at least they have Angela on the jury. I could see it.
They probably don't flat out tell her, save Angela
like,
or else.
Wouldn't it be great if you used the veto on Angela, a movie yourself?
They make it a question for you to ask yourself, and they sort of lead you into, well, would it be good for you if this happened?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is like Leah can interpret. I don't think that there's any legs to this theory personally. I think like it was just a situation where like they asked Leah in the diary room.
She said it.
What are some benefits to taking Angela off the block with the veto? So they get a sound bite of her saying some benefits to taking Angela off the block is she's like now loyal to me. Like that's like a sound clip to like use for her like weighing her options and stuff like that. But Leah can interpret them asking that question as like, oh, are they like trying to like change my mind to like to save Angela here? Like I don't think they're like in the diary room being like, listen, you have to use the veto on Angela. Like she's the production plant. She's gonna like save the season. Like all of this stuff. Like
Tyler always throws water on the conspiracy theories.
I think that's a little silly. Yeah.
I think it's a little more than you. I think they do again in a subtle way, but I think they do point you in a direction that they want. I mean, you hear stories from the first season of All Stars that when anyone wanted to target Janelle, they said, oh yeah, the DR would tell me the fans love Janelle. Your family might get death threats if you put her up. And like, well, I guess I'm not putting her up. That's
iconic. I do believe that. I do believe that they would do it for that, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I think Allison's having internet issues or cat drama, so I'm gonna bring up the draft here because look at this.
Oh my goodness.
Allison's team is now down to just Angela here, and I have all 4 of my teammates heading into the jury phase somehow. I really thought I was losing Kimo tonight.
Oh, you still have all your. Oh my God, I'm like, wow. Team Tyler protecting all your faves.
Yes.
Now, Tyler, if you don't win the season, this will be like one of those like epic collapses where like an undefeated team
gets
left out of the playoffs.
I could easily see a situation where like Quinn is next, and then like Kimo after that, and then like Cam and MJ go out in like a double eviction or something like that.
I do think it's going to be a final 5 of girls.
You think so? Yeah. So like, so the whole like women's alliance thing, like, I do feel that is the direction like that the season's heading in. Like, could we has there ever been an all women final 5? I think the closest is Big Brother. Big Brother 6 had final 4 women,
yep. Mm-hmm.
But I forget who was out 5th that season.
It probably would have been like Howie.
I think so. Yeah.
Howie. Yeah.
But yeah, it could happen. It could certainly happen. Like Quinn could go next, and then like Cam and Kimo, I could easily see like them just being targeted.
A double,
for,
yeah,
for sure. Like it could easily happen.
I just want to give a shout out to myself that I clearly have the best team. I also only have one person left.
Yeah, I want to bring that up now that
At least it's your first pick. Your first pick is still there. So, you did have the instinct on that.
Well, how many guys are left?
3. And they're all Team Tyler. Team Tyler protected all the men.
Tyler has a thing against women. I don't know what it is. Every time we do a draft, it's all dudes. It's every time.
Listen, I'm going with the odds.
You only got Mackenzie playing out.
True. I didn't want that.
Oh God, let's see.
Who must be hating this season? Nicole Franzel, because she loves to see women evicted and for guys to stay in the house. So this must be turning her stomach.
Oh yeah, it would be the opposite boot order if Nicole is in this season.
Angela kind of looks like Nicole Franzel in the future coming back to play on Big Brother 60.
I am proud of Rubina. I'm surprised that Joseph went as slow as he did during that competition. It just felt like
he was throwing the hustle it on purpose.
Was not there. Yeah,
he didn't want to win. He's throwing it on purpose. Shh.
Yeah.
Mastermind.
Gosh, what else? I wish we had an HOH to talk about. So
well, now that it's back to normal, we
Yeah.
might have that in the future.
Yeah, that's true.
Have we seen any HOH crowned on the Thursday show this season?
I was about to say
No,
this is
because
like
of the AI arena on Thursdays. So
It's been a few years, but like I'm still fussy about it. I wish that like I don't know. I feel like it's more fun to like go on the show, like talk about the episode in like the week, of course, but then like we have like a new HOH to like speculate on like nominations and like project like how we think the week is going to go. So I guess like we can loosely ask like how we think the week is going to go. Like is like Quinn's the number one target, right?
Man, I don't know with these people. I assume nothing. I really assume nothing. And a lot of people are asking, do you think we're going to have OTEV this week? I don't know. Is it time for OTEV?
I'm not sure. I don't know if there's any pattern to like when he shows up in the season. He, she, they,
them,
whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. OTEV is always fun.
I don't know. Sorry guys.
This is coming from me, the least biggest Angela fan. I'm sure they want her playing in OTEV. They would love the clips of her
busting on her face. Because
Yeah.
I would. I can run. I can't walk up a hill normal. You want me to run up and slime? I'm going to lose teeth. I'm gonna have to wear my mouth guard. Zingbot. Oh my god. Can we just talk about
Angela has to make it to Zingbot at the very least.
Angela has to make it to Zingbot.
I think Zingbot is totally overrated. Zingbot hasn't had any good things in like 7 seasons.
It's been watered down a little bit.
It's been watered down. Like the first few years they were vicious. Now it's just like you can just tweet what I check Twitter. What did he say? All right, fine.
These house guests can take it though. Like I want Zingbot to like do them dirty this season.
I don't know. Angela might really crack. Like I don't think she's cracked yet. Us premenopausal women have many layers to cracking. Okay? Many layers.
That ping pong thing that she had to do in the backyard, that would have cracked me.
That would have cracked you. I would have enjoyed it. I'm like, y'all look, I'm dressed like I'm in Breaking Bad. I would have, oh, this is the coolest because she was like in a yellow suit. I'm cooking meth. Like, oh, but the best part about that was how she was breaking about the slime. Oh, I would have lost my shit too. I would have been like, a question. Do I get to wear a shower cap? Because I am not getting a shit in my hair. 2, goggles, what?
I was telling Timmy that, like, like when she went to pick up the last ball and she was like, yes, oh my God, it's over. Like before she walked over to like drop it off, I would have loved if production said like, stop, you have been contaminated. You need to take like another shower. Like stop her from like finishing like the very last ball.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
She almost lost a ball. Remember right at the end, she goes, did I get them all? Is there one more? I was like, oh, this is it. This is it. It's coming. No, she found it.
All right. So now that we're in jury, let's talk about like who do we think are the real contenders to win this thing, and who do we think are players that are kind of drawing dead at this point?
Well, bring up the draft if you don't mind, please.
Yeah.
I thought Leah had a chance if Joseph made it through this week. I don't know if she does anymore. She might, depending on who she's there with. I think Chelsie T. Core may be followed by like a Cam or Mackenzie behind them.
Yeah, Chelsie to me is very low key, controlling a lot of the game, and I love that. She's not out there, she's very under the radar playing the game and doing what's best for her. And I really, really, really respect that. I think Takor has really surprised me because she was so quiet at the beginning. Like, I didn't know really what was going on. And I would like to, I hate to say this, but I would kind of like to see what Kimo would do without a Takor, because they're not a showmance, but what do they call it? You're not a showmance. It's a
marriage of convenience.
It's not a bromance. It's a marriage of convenience.
Yeah, I mean the problem is that they're both procrastinators, and they bring out the procrastinator in each other.
Yeah.
And Kimo kind of just lost the plot when it came to Tucker and just told Tucker everything and blew up Quinn's game and all that stuff. And then afterwards didn't really capitalize on that. I feel like Kimo's just kind of faded to the background in the last few weeks and has dropped the ball on a lot of his social relationships in the house. True. So I mean, maybe he could wake up if Tikor wasn't there. It just, I feel like he needs to have his fighting spirit back now that he narrowly avoided getting voted out. I really hope it wakes him up. But I don't know if it will. Yeah,
I think Takor and Kimo are like one player. They're like, to me, they're like one person.
Yeah.
They're Timo. Remember, like they are literally one person playing the game to me. So what is one without the other? I think Tikor could stand on her own without him. I don't know if Kimo could stand on his own without her.
Right.
But if I had to say the heavy hitters right now, I would go with Chelsie. And I'm talking about people who aren't afraid and are not making fear-based decisions.
Right.
Chelsie. Leah just revved up a little bit. Rubina, I don't know. Rubina, I'm on the fence about. Angela is not, I don't know what to say. And I'm going to get a lot of shit, but she's out there. She's out there. She's talking to people. She's trying to make connections. She's trying to work. And everything is against her. The current is really against her. And she said tonight, well, Joseph, you're not as smart as you think you are. Angela, neither are you. Let's just call a spade a spade, okay? You are not 100% responsible for where you are in the game, yet there's something about you that taps into people wanting to keep you. So that is all, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
What is it? Star-Lord said in the Avengers Endgame to Tony Stark, hey, hold on a minute. Remember, I'm 50% human, so that 100% stupid is all you. Do the math.
Okay, so hear me out. This is where I think the season's going, okay?
Okay.
Chelsie is, I think, clearly like the front runner winner heading into the jury and like where we're at right now. Yeah. I think like whoever wins HOH, like I don't want to go into like who will win HOH each week and everything, but I think Quinn will be evicted this week. I think after that we will see one right after another: Kimo, Tikor, Rubina. That'll leave us with Chelsie, Leah, Angela, Cam, and MJ at Final 5. I think they cut Cam at Final 5. I think Leah goes at Final 4. I think the Final 3 is Chelsie, Angela, and MJ. I think that MJ beats Chelsie in like part 1 and part 3 of the final HOH comp and says, Chelsie, you're way too good of a player. I'm sorry, I have to cut you. She cuts Chelsie. It's a Final 2 of MJ and Angela, and I think MJ wins the season.
You just want to win the draft.
Listen, that is purely Tyler.
This is a very no. This is not a draft thing. I just think this is a very realistic outcome. Like,
let me tell you about Tyler's realistic outcome.
No. Stop. Let me finish my point.
Well,
here.
Let me agree with Tyler for a minute because I'm looking at the board, and yes, like right now Chelsea's my winner pick. And I'm looking at Team Tyler, and I get other than maybe MJ, I wouldn't put money on anyone on Team Tyler right now.
Tyler Vision.
I promise this is not like a draft thing. Like MJ was my last picked person, but like Chelsie winning this the season would be like freaking awesome, of course. But like, I just like realistically, who wins Big Brother is like not like the best player. Like, so I'm just like preparing myself for like what I think could realistically happen. I could very easily see MJ like winning the season. And I think she's positioned well to do so.
Do you know what I see happening based off this board?
Please.
I have a weird feeling that Cam is all of a sudden going to start winning things.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
And with that in mind, I do see a scenario where it's probably like we probably could get down to Chelsie, Cam, and MJ. Maybe you can switch one of them out for like an Angela or like a Rivera, something like that. And I think I could see Cam winning the final HOH. I don't know by that point, depending where the relationships are, if he takes Chelsie or if he takes MJ. But that's kind of where I kind of see the season happening. I just feel like T-Core is really lined up to do well, but I just feel like the hemming and hawing and hesitation could be T-Core's downfall here.
And that's what Chelsea's so good at, Aaron, is like really capitalizing on those moments. Like Chelsie and T-Core are like running this game, but separately. And I think like ultimately Chelsea's gonna like prevail in this like war between them, kind of.
Yeah. I just don't see MJ and Angela in a final two in any capacity. If anything, I could see Angela and Mackenzie in a final two. I could see Chelsie and Leah in a final two.
I could see that.
Yeah, it just I don't know what Quinn could do at this point.
I think his game is over.
I don't know.
Dude, his game is over because he keeps nominating his freaking alliance members. He's personally, single-handedly wiped out his own people.
Yeah.
And made everybody else mad. Like the visionaries should not even be mad at him, but they are because he's
like a one-man Faute.
Yeah, he is. He's a one-man Faute. He's cute.
Oh gosh. Oh my goodness.
Quinn, stop it. I'm going to change your name to Queef. Knock it off.
Not the Queef.
The Queef.
No.
The Queef. It takes a lot to get there, but once it comes out, it's like, ugh, it's a Queef. Okay. Anyway, let's see. I'm sorry. It's the Benadryl.
I think that's pretty much it in terms of like, unless we want to like talk about the challenge real quick, because there was a very controversial.
Okay, real quick. What was so controversial about last night? Oh, you haven't watched it yet? Okay,
I still need to watch it, but
I don't want to ruin it for Aaron.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, unless it's really juicy, and I should like watch it and see it unfold.
See, I didn't think it was controversial. What was controversial without naming names? Like
when TJ called the winner of the male elimination.
Yes.
They showed a shot of the winner's board behind him, and one of the 40 pegs was not filled.
Oh, it's like the upside down U.
And they never showed like a wide shot of like both boards at the time of like finishing the game. So, and the person who lost has like preseason before coming on this season, he said that like this is going to be his last season of the challenge. And
bullshit.
You don't think that's true?
How many times has Leroy said that? And he keeps showing up. I'm like, oh, well, it's Leroy again. I thought, okay, 5 times retired and he's back.
But yeah, there's so I don't know, and it's just funny to see like all of the alumni like on the season like chiming in with their opinions and like getting in fights on Twitter and stuff like that. So it's just been like juicy on the challenge Twitter streets.
Era 1 needs to go back to Paramount Plus and play the original All Stars. Like I said, doggy paddling and hula hooping, because look, CT almost died. Darrell can't walk
We almost
straight.
lost CT.
He can't even stand up straight anymore. And Derek, I think, has got a head injury.
Oh my
I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone's falling apart.
Mm.
Except Rachel. I don't care.
Yeah. All right. Anything else Big Brother wise?
Let's go around.
Yeah,
Go
Todd,
ahead.
one issue. When they switched back to a 7-person jury like a year or two ago, right?
Yeah, I just looked it up. So
Big Brother 24?
Big Brother 25 was the first time since season 14 that we had a 7-person jury. 15 through 24 was all 9-person juries. So,
Wow.
yeah, more of a recent change if Joseph was on top of that. But
They didn't want Joseph in the jury. Can we just talk about how? No, it would be terrible. Like there's like, God, who is going to get stuck with him next week to be the second person? We got to do a double, so the other person just doesn't die of boredom. I mean, we got to do something. It's just terrible. Do you think Joseph is the reason why we have a 7-person jury?
I don't know, but I don't know the reason behind the change, but I do. I like a smaller jury. I feel like everybody's individual like voice matters a little bit more, and it's not like a lot of groupthink. Like I feel like when it's a bigger jury, it's just like a clean sweep more often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question.
I don't know. There's just like something like different about like how like a 7-person versus 9-person jury feels.
Let me ask a question real quick. I'm having a brain fart. Survivor.
Yeah.
What happens when they have a tie when voting for a winner?
The third place votes for the winner.
Okay, so the third, if the person with the lowest votes, like
the person with the lowest, yeah.
What if it's a 3-way tie?
That I don't know. Maybe they would have
Jeff
the final
votes?
3. Maybe they have the final 3 all vote for each other.
Jeff votes,
But you can't vote for yourself. I think that's probably what would happen.
Julie votes.
I don't think
Or
the
maybe
jury,
the jury would read. Yeah.
I don't think it's divisible by 3. Like I don't think they have like a 9-person jury or a 12-person.
Okay, well, it's just I don't. Okay, thank you.
They have had 9-person juries at points.
I didn't mean that like stuck up. I was
No,
just
it's
like
fine. I
doing the math
can't
in my head.
count. I was so confused during tonight. Last week and this week, I can't. Numbers are new to me. Apparently, all of a sudden, I couldn't count the votes. I looked at Tyler. I mean, I looked at Dominic and Aaron. I asked twice ago, did they show all the votes? And they're like, yes, they did. And I'm like,
yeah, it's 10 people left. HOH is out. 2 nominees. 7 people voting. Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
I can't count numbers. And it's sad because I'm teaching my grandson how to count right now. Thank God we're only up to 3.
I'm like thinking about what number is like Allison's cutoff.
3.
34.
Next week I'm screwed when we're on to 4, 5, 6.
Exactly.
You don't cover this on Sesame Street? Okay. Anyway.
All right. Well, I think that wraps it up for our coverage tonight. Great show. Lots of good stuff heading into jury. So very excited to see. Oh gosh, I feel like on Tuesday we're gonna have so much to like talk about with like new HOH, like new noms.
Well, let's go around real quick. Who, and just you don't have to go into detail. Let's just go around. Who do you want HOH?
Angela.
Come on.
I'll say Chelsie.
God, Dominic. Come on, Aaron.
T-Core.
T-Core. All right.
I want to see what T-Core would actually do.
Who do we think's gonna
When
win?
given a choice.
Mackenzie.
Who do we think?
We're gonna get a Mackenzie or a Cameron, HOH, and I gotta watch these two play with each other's hair for a week.
Rubina would be fun. I think this would be a very good week for her to win HOH.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. You know, I'm Southern and I can't pronounce shit, so I even give that an extra syllable. So, Dashia Lachance? Is that right? Someone want to help me out here, Tyler?
I have no idea.
She's going to. Thank you so much. Thank you for promoting us. We really appreciate it. And I apologize.
Yeah, thank you.
If I got your name, I'm pretty sure I got your name wrong. I've had people in here. I've been mispronouncing crap for years. I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, Thank you so much for watching. Become a patron. www.patreon.com, one of the slashes, My Weekly Meltdown. Become a patron. We do the live watch on Thursday night before the show, and it's fun.
Oh, and thank you, Daisha, by the way.
Yeah,
Daisha.
thank you, Daisha. Yes, Daisha. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, thank you. I can't screw that up. I don't think I can. Become a patron, please, and subscribe on YouTube. You get notifications when we go live. We are on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. Give us a rating. I'm tired of Tyler. He keeps going in and rating us 5 stars, and it looks a little sus.
If it's all just me.
It's just Tyler
Yep.
from the show.
All like 3 reviews.
And Fiddly's balls.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to go with Angela. Dominic said, who did you say?
Chelsie, but
Chelsea.
Rubina would be interesting too.
Yeah. And then we got Chelsie. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Wait,
right,
you said Takora, Aaron. I'm sorry. T-Core.
T-Core, yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's the way Tucker said it, so I'm sure that pronunciation was probably why it's stuck in your brain.
How did he say T-Core?
He said Takor.
Takor.
Yeah.
I'm just Southern and dumb.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce anything.
I'm going to leave us with one of the most dramatic voting confessionals we've had in a very long time.
What is it?
I sadly vote to evict Joseph. Family, I love you. Gagamaggies.
The drama.
This is what I was doing during the
That's why she should have been last, because she was a swing
Really?
vote. I don't know why they did her first. It was like it took all the suspense out of it. I was like, all right.
She was really like shocked that she was called first too. Like I think she was expecting that Aaron to be like the last one.
Yeah.
Is it when I go in there and I'm upset, I'm just got my fingers under my eyes like this. Okay, Julie, hold on. I'm trying to keep. You know who has the most amazing? I don't know if anyone watches The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. The Bachelorette finale was Monday, and oof!
I've been seeing some clips on.
I've heard some things.
I wish I had a live watch of that. Me watching it. Jesus, this poor girl. The best. I want to know where her makeup came from. Just crying, but just the worst situation ever to be in, and she's just losing it, and her makeup's perfect. I'm like, that would be me. I would look like Tammy Faye Baker and just splash in the face with water if I was on. Terrible. How would you like to watch your engagement from 3 months ago when the guy has dumped you over the phone a month ago? I never loved you.
Yeah,
I regret being engaged to you. And now we're going to sit here and watch live next to each other in front of a live studio audience in the entire world, our engagement.
Yeah. Horrid.
I've seen some cold ass shit on reality TV, and it goes all the way back to 2000 with the Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire, where the girl married the millionaire blind. I was like, I sat through 3 seasons of The Swan. Okay, this was some cold shit.
It was.
We could do a whole show of that about that stuff.
Oh my God, Allison's top 10. Yeah, this is definitely up there.
Yeah. Alrighty, everybody have a good rest of your night. Take care. We'll see you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Bye.